know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
We've reached our destination.
I never realized before just how hot this place is. It's like being inside a fire.
You're only just noticing? Ah, yes, forgive me. The whole lack of sensory feedback situation.
That's the one. It's hard to believe I once worked in this soup, let alone helped spearhead a revolution.
And all with the mask concealing your face. It must have been very grimy beneath that.
Back then, we had our plates full enough dealing with constant abuse from our Renan overlords. It never occurred to me the air itself was oppressive in its own way. My head's spinning just with the effort it takes to walk.
I think that's called heat stroke. You might want to take a sip of water.
You mean that water that's been festering under the sun for days? I wouldn't chance it without boiling it first.
Oh, I know! I'll go to the dock and fetch us some clean water.
Water alone won't suffice. He'll need to ensure his sodium levels are replenished as well.
In that case, let's see if we can rustle up some rock salt. Alphen, you go cool off in the shade for a while. Xion, stay and keep an eye on him.
And then there were two.
Bit of an overreaction, but it's still kind of them.
Maybe it's not the time, but this place brings back memories.
I know what you mean. We're back where it all started.
You don't ever regret meeting me sometimes, do you?
Are you kidding? You started all of this. Bringing down the wall, retrieving my sense of self. I have no regrets.
Welcome back, Law.
Hey.
Yes.
Just great.
How's this?
Got it.
Hey,
Yay!
All right.
Hey, Alfin, what do you think of that chick over there?
Doesn't look like she really works out.
I'm not talking about her muscles, you dummy! Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Ow!
Hey. Hey! Yes! Right.
Sure.
I don't believe this! Ah! Okay! Great! Good. Nice work. Ah!
But this is...
Wow. This is... Yes!
Oh!
Amazing! Nice work. Very nice. Thanks. Yes! Okay!
We've reached our destination.
Hey.
Yes. Oh.
Yay! What? Yeah!
Yes.
Yeah! We avoided getting roasted in that ring, but what we could really use is something to cap this off.
Sure. Got any ideas on what would be good?
Mabo curry. Fried bread stuffed with curry.
You'd probably buy out the whole stock.
Looks like we made it here in one piece. I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them.
Yeah! Hey. Yeah! Just great.
I guess... Thanks.
Huh?
Well... Hmm? All right.
Huh? Uh-huh.
All right.
I guess. Got it.
We finally made it.
I won't forgive you!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Water, hear my call!
Another one down! Oh, stop it!
Thanks, Kisara.
We're in good form!
None shall escape my
Damn, you beat me to it.
Gotta be quick, or I'll take them all.
Oh, like hell you do.
All right. Anyone have any wounds that need caring for?
Don't be shy. Simply pick between Shion's help or my own.
Well, that's not a hard choice.
Is this the barrier that's keeping the Zoogle in that Nath mentioned?
Looks like it. Our Zoogle pal should be on the other side.
This barrier is weird. It looks old and half-finished. Plus, he said it was okay to break.
I mean, we won't need it anymore once the Zoogle's gone, right? So what does it matter? Did they really think that barrier was enough for a Zoogle like that?
It was. That thing was sturdier than you give it credit for.
Really? So that's the Zoogle, huh? This should be a piece of cake.
Don't get careless, Law.
It's gigantic.
I'd say we're about evenly matched.
I won't forgive you!
Those are impressive skills.
Takes a lifetime to master.
Get that
You know,
shell tied
keep
to
training.
Annihilation! By the Go for the weak point!
armor! Stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
The enemy wields arc too.
You'll soon see about that.
Yeah, appreciate the concern.
The sooner you stop thanking, the sooner you can start helping.
I mean, yes, sir.
Okay, here I go.
Take this! I'll smash you! Scream, bathe in blood. Rending you a bloody puddle now! Stalagmite!
Spirits within the soil.
Lunar Blast!
Awaken
Watch
and
and
wreak
sweep!
havoc.
Annihilation!
Rending you apart.
Here I come! I'm going to
Let's tear 'em up!
power of my healing
I
light
could
to
do this all
accomplish
day. Take that!
by the power of
Finish you here and now!
You're mine!
Amazing.
It's over! Eat this! Back into the fray!
Take this! You take it! Whirlwind smash! It's over! I'll blind you! Here I go! Now
I
I'm in the
never
groove!
miss!
Seismic
Here!
roll!
Hear me! Scream of fury!
Burn in hell!
Burning water! Hear my call!
It's over! In a bind?
A thrilling performance.
Glacial spear!
I can carve through armor!
Awaken and wreak havoc.
I'll tear you apart!
Lunar
Masterful dash. On your knees.
Super Power Dance!
Bloody hell.
Burning strike!
You're mine!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Freeze lancer!
Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration. Regenerate.
None shall escape my judgment!
Take this.
Ray!
Take this!
Soaring blast. I'll take that.
You're
Does it
done!
hurt?
I'm on a roll now! Ready to raid! Talon Storm! I'll smash you!
Here's a healing arc!
Take this! Face blast! No escape! This one's all mine! Here I come! Burn! Dragon shell! Glimmer Dragon!
Where are you going?
I'm not done! Now you're talking! Here I
Back
come!
into the fray!
Annihilation!
Searing flame! Reload!
In a bind? Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Whirlwind Cat! Here I come! Struck!
Mega ray!
So now you see what I can do!
Breath of life. Heal my weary.
No more playing nice!
Cure.
I'll fix you up! Recover! None shall
No
escape my
escape!
judgment!
Spirits within the soil.
The picture of hell is gonna attack!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Here I come! It's his on! Swallow dance! Struck! Burn! Eagle assault!
Back into the fray!
I'll finish you here and now!
Annihilation!
Here I come! Swallow dance! No escape!
Eagle assault!
It was nice while it lasted.
Take this!
I hope this thing is
No
mentally
escape!
approved. I've been hit with something!
So even a masochist has his limits.
Not feeling so
Ready for
great.
healing arc! Where are you going?
Time for one more!
It's in your hands now.
Stay away from my friends! Inspiration!
Healing circle!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll bring you back from death.
Eat this! I can carve through
Out
armor!
of the woods,
Let
it
me
seems.
show you what
I'm
my
on
heart
it.
can do.
Talon
Lightning shine!
I'm just getting started! Here I come!
Masterful Lunar corruption! Lunar blast! I'm all sucked up!
Infernal punch! Here I come! Now I'm in the groove!
Glacial spear! Masterful Cyan instant!
Crumble! Talon Storm!
Here's a healing arc!
Dispel! That's the spot! I'm on it! I can carve through armor!
Resonate with the earth.
Stalagmite! Searing flame! Reload!
No further! Yearns to be let
Freezing
free!
storm!
You picked the wrong fight! Now I'm in the groove! Take this! Struck!
Glacial
It's over!
Fine!
Take this!
Freeze laser! That move!
Now I'm in the groove! Here comes the big one!
Annihilate weapon! Infernal
Here I come! Spear! Take this!
Annihilation!
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Tornado drive! I never miss! Hey! Here's a healing arc!
Carry
Grenade!
Here I come! Struck! Armor won't save you!
Air pressure. Can't get out of this.
Super Swallow Dance! You're mine! You're finished! So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a
This one's working all right. No, that is silly. Swallow Dance! Try hard. My turn. I'm not power surges the flame inside me. Here's to be let free.
I'll fix you up.
Swallow blade. I owe you one.
Excited. Into the
You're
center.
Burn!
Heal my weary
I'll smash you!
I'm just getting started. Can't get out of this.
Super swallow blade. Healing effect. Hurricane.
Catapult.
Eruption.
Power. Here I come.
Let me help.
Negative gate.
I'll
fix you.
I never miss.
Here comes something big!
Try to dodge.
Big deal. Take this. Anything in armor is all mine. Radiant light.
Try harder!
Shine. Radiant light. I'm nearly done for. Regeneration.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help. First aid.
I owe you one. Thor! Easter!
Watch it.
Now I can remedy. It's over!
Lunar corruption.
Here I come!
Armor won't save you.
Lunar blast.
Here I come!
I'm doing it.
Awaken and
Look sharp!
lightning
Tiger
blade.
Huh? What's a letter doing in a place like this?
Hell if I know. I highly doubt that Zoogle was trying to guard it. Still, somebody must have left it for some... Law.
Huh? What's up?
Something up?
It's from my old man. My dear son, I wonder how things will be between us by the time you read this.
In any case, I first want to congratulate you on all that you've accomplished. Making it this far requires a strong body, fine technique, an unwavering spirit, and most of all, friends that you can count on. If you have all of that, then I, as your father, have nothing to worry about. Those things together will always keep you on the right path. That brings me to what I really wish to discuss with you. As with all of us, there will someday come a time when you'll be a grown man who can and must think and act for himself. Whether you'll live in a world where blood will no longer be spilled between Danans and Renans, or when that day arrives, nobody can say. But even if peace still eludes us then, you'll have to decide how to live in this world. Listen to others with an open heart, but don't be swept away by their words. Always live on your terms. One more thing. If I ever see you again, I hope to say this to you in person, but neither of us knows what tomorrow may bring. Know this. Whatever you think of me, and what I've done, your mother and I love you very, very much.
And there's nothing in this whole world that will ever change that. Your father, Zephyr.
Zephyr.
I can't believe he's only telling me all this after he's gone. What am I supposed to do with this?
Zephyr once told me that living freely meant being your own master. I think he wanted to make sure you know how he felt one way or another. What you do with that knowledge is up to you.
But that still doesn't explain why his father left that letter for him here, of all places.
Don't forget, we were led to this place. We may well get some answers if we go back to the source of all this. courteous, aren't you?
You're mine! Swallow dance!
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle.
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts.
I wish I could grow like you, Law.
You wish to learn my
You are the
secrets, young
epitome of
Elfin?
bronzeable brain.
Thank you?
It's mostly a compliment.
We won that by a mile.
We've reached our destination.
I must admit, I'm rather proud of this dish.
I always loved the sound of hammers banging away.
Finally.
What is it?
I found an ingredient for that new recipe. Hey.
Hey.
I guess... No way. Damn. Whew.
All right.
This is...
Thanks.
You okay, Law? You seem kind of quiet.
I'm fine. Just feels a little weird returning home now that my dad's not here, I guess. Oh man, sorry. I didn't mean to bum you out too.
So I guess that means you'll be visiting your dad's grave while you're here. Right, Law?
His grave? What are you, nuts? There is no grave. The Rena would only destroy it the moment they found it.
Back before Calaglia was liberated, dead slaves would be dumped in mass burial sites. Either that or thrown on top of a bonfire. We got used to cremating our own to deny them the pleasure. Then we'd sprinkle the ashes from high up as a way of returning them to the motherland.
It's all we could do. That's the ceremony we had when my mom died, too.
But that was back then, right? Calaglia is liberated now. There's nothing to stop you from raising a true grave anymore.
I suppose you've got a point. Once you've been doing something for generations, though, it sort of begins to take root. It's a tradition of its own now.
My dad wouldn't want that anyway. Cheap and simple, he'd say. Besides, I can't treat him differently than my mom. They might not end up meeting on the other side.
I hadn't thought of it like that. Wow, imagine. The two of them reunited, back home where they belong. They're probably watching over us right now, at one with great Dana. There's something almost poetic about it.
That's why I can't afford to screw up. If I know my pops, something as paltry as death won't stop him from coming to box my ears. Still, better than being left alone, I guess. Better than never knowing. You hear that, Dad? I'll make you proud. You'll see.